Welcome to the Emerging Professional Series at the Coffee Conversation Show, powered by the Emerging India Forum TIF and a tech partner, Prime Infotech Solution. Theme is Decoding Numbers, Designing Strategies. We have with us Sankalp Wadhwa, partner, MyABCM India. With over 13 years of experience in the field of cost and performance management, Sankalp has helped organizations across the globe, US, UAE, Brazil, Australia, and India, rethink the way they manage profitability. His expertise spans from building end to end cost systems to strategic partnerships with global leaders like MyABCM. From leading cost audits in SAP to simplifying financial decision making for companies, Sankalp is redefining what modern finance professionals bring to the table. Join us as we decode the logic, passion, and innovation behind his journey. So, welcome Sankalp to today's coffee conversation where we cover professional with personal and with some interesting, which I'll explain you.
So, thank you, Amir. Thank you for having me over here.
Okay.
Before I start this conversation, I would like to congratulate you for the amazing work that you are doing by inviting professionals and building a podcast around this. I
Okay,
think
fine.
you have conducted around 450 interviews till date.
Not me alone, but there are the hosts. So yes, but the Coffee Corner Show journey is covered 450 guest speakers.
Mhm.
Right from we have got eight series: the lawyer, cybersec, yours is professional, Sri Shakti, entrepreneur, then apna startup, then student. We also have now panel discussion, fireside chat, special episodes. So like that 450 speakers featured not only from India, international, and we have also started doing in person from 2024. Uh,
Mhm.
so now 75 plus in person we have done. We have also now
Mhm.
created our merchandise, done our logo with the trademark, so many things. This is the merchandise.
Okay.
There are t-shirts, caps, keychains, so a lot of things. So now, but this is a social initiative. We have not
Mhm.
done any charges to any coffee speaker, whether on Zoom or in person. Yes, it's there are well wishers out there who are supporting, and from our professional commitments, we are giving time, and now it has come up like two coffee in a day. So yours is second one. Just finished
Mhm.
one in the afternoon. So like that, the coffee, the our team is giving their professional yeah, sorry, yeah, in the social initiative, they are giving time from their professional commitments. So this is the
Mhm.
way things are going on, and yeah, we are keeping it that way. We have got a lot of requests for co-branding, but we are keeping it. Let's come enjoy. We are the memory makers, change makers, and bring smiles for lifetime. This is what our mission and vision at the Coffee Conversation Show is all about. So
Yes.
let me explain you the flow. There are three rounds: professional journey, personal journey, and a surprise, the rapid fire round where you will be in the hot seat. So you're
Okay.
now at coffee with current feeling we'll get. So let's begin. Friends, I'm Lion Amir Virani, host of Coffee Conversation and Legal Tech Evangelist at Prime Infotech Solution. We are
Mhm.
author of 15 books. We help law firms, corporate legal, startup SMEs with world-class technology, software licensing, and tech training solutions. So, so my first question: your journey spans PwC, PepsiCo, and now my ABCM India. What inspired the shift from traditional audit to strategic cost consulting? And yes, go on.
Very good, Amir. Very good question. I worked with PwC. I joined it in 2008 and I did my internship from over there. In 2012, I completed my cost accountancy and chartered accountancy courses. Since my father was an entrepreneur, he was leading a firm, I was determined to pursue that. And I even didn't sit in the campus for that. Then, when I joined him, suddenly it hit me because When I was in PwC, it was a very big organization. It had processes, it had structures in place. And when I joined this firm, which I am currently with, we were only a team of 10 or 15 individuals. And there was a lot of things to achieve. There were no structures. The team wasn't as professional as it is today. So it was a very big challenge. And so I started introspecting, to be honest, that whether I'm in the right career path, do I have to do things differently? And one thing led to another. I joined Pepsi. It was a very short stint. It was for 6 months only. Suddenly, you come at a place where you understand that these resources are fixed. This is what you are selected for. And I think it is then that you actually blossom. So this happened with me around 2017 when I realized, okay, this is the problem, this is the situation. How can I do best given these facts? And after that, there was no looking back. We partnered with a company called MyABCM, which is a global company in cost and profitability analytics. They have 1,000 plus clients in 55 countries. We deliver their solutions out here in India. And also, I started a vertical in US bookkeeping. So, this has been in short my journey from compliances to consulting. And I think this might inspire others also, but everyone would have his own journey, so to say.
Wow. So thank you for leading me to my next question, Sankalp. Uh, Tell us something about your partnership with MyABCM. I'm dividing into two,
Mhm.
three questions. Your partnership, and your relationship with the founder, Andre, and what's the full form of MyABCM and what is it all about?
Mhm. So, uh, ABCM is basically taken from a cost accounting terminology, activity based cost management.
Oh,
And
wow.
the founder
Okay.
basically was connected with one of the few individuals who brought this. Uh, so it was Robert Kaplan, who was the university professor in US. He
Mhm.
basically brought this activity-based cost management concept in the US, and the founder Andre Sanseverino, he was able to do the initial projects with Robert Kaplan because he was in EY at that time, and then he thought that why don't I start a company of my own and leverage those solutions in Brazil and throughout the world. So they are doing into this business for more than 30 years. I came to know him around 2 years back when I met him in US, and then I reached out to him if we can do something sort of bring this concept or this technology in India, and this has been a very good journey since then. We both clicked, both at personal and professional level, and this is how it spanned out.
That's good. Uh, Taking your journey to bringing some, what do you say, a global product to India, a collaboration, and as you rightly said, uh, mindset matched, professional and personal, and that is what a good collaboration is all about, mindsets.
Of course.
Okay, so my questions are just leading as we now dive deep in the conversation. You have worked with companies across 5 countries. How do cultural or regional businesses practice influences your approach to financial decision making?
Mhm. So basically, let us break down this into three parts since I have worked with 5 countries right now, including India. One is, of course, the US and Europe, which is the Western world. I tend to find people in the US more direct and more straightforward. They tend to uh, specify what they exactly want. This might not be the scenario when I interacted with people in Europe. Apart from this, the second category is the Latin America or the South America and Middle East. There, it is somewhat similar, I would say, interacting with people in India, but still, in terms of professional standards, I feel that India has to go a lot, uh, has to work a lot on that, because even the size of clients what I am dealing in India, I somehow feel that the level of professionalism that I feel when I interact with people in the US, which are at a much smaller level, they also are more professional and more work ethic oriented. And if they want something to be delivered in time, it has to be delivered in time. It won't go कि एक दो दिन बाद हो जाएगा. So this is how things have uh, helped me, and this is what I feel is the cultural difference across geographies.
Wow. So, Sankalp, what do you believe sets cost and profitability management apart from other finance verticals in terms of business impact?
Mhm. So I somehow feel that it has created a lot of impact, but it is a niche. It is a very niche uh, field of finance and accounting, and it has to be done in the right manner. So I'll give you an example. This is one of the clients that we worked with, which is in hospitality. And when we started working with them, the basic threshold was, let us give them a system which gives them specialty wise profitability. So in the first year, we gave them specialty wise profitability, and they were very impressed with what we had given them. But in the second year, it uh, they wanted more. They said, now give something more. So what we did, let us go one step ahead. We gave them doctor wise profitability. So the model became more sophisticated. Then in the third year, let we decided, let us go one step further. Why not give them patient wise profitability or costing? So we were able to give them that also, and we delivered them in a system. When I last met that the concerned person who implemented this whole system along with us, he's the general manager over there. He said that they are able to save around cost annually amounting to rupees 3 crores because of these systems in place. So I believe that coming again to how I started, that of course this is a niche field, and
Hmm.
if it is not done in the right manner, it won't have much of an impact.
Yeah, very true. So, my next question, it's about misconception. What are some common misconceptions business have about cost systems and profitability management, and how do you help them overcome these, especially in India, or are they same misconceptions globally also?
That's a very good question. So I think first thing, I think it is more relatable to in India, because if I see uh, the maturity of the costing systems world over, uh, western part of the world is much more developed. So if we are on level 1, they are at level 5 in terms of cost management accounting. We should be clear on that. uh, but when I see the Indian scenario, at least I find two uh, two common misconceptions which I face with the Indian clients. One, of course, is this is not for me. Why this is not for you? Because they feel that how would I get so much of data? I don't have any systems. Would I be able to develop such a thing? So this is one of the things which comes into their mind. The other thing which I see as a misconception is that they get into a lot of unrealistic expectations. When I say unrealistic expectations, they think, okay, now I've implemented this. Suddenly there would be cost savings to the tune of $10 million or $100 million or uh, whatnot. So there are two things which I tell them in this scenario. One is that the impact of technology is overestimated in the short run, but underestimated in the long run. What I mean by this is, Amit, that if you don't start it now, don't believe that you'll be able to catch up over 5 to 10 years of time. So today is what you have to start. And the second thing which I tell them is that you don't have to straight away develop a very sophisticated model. Let us start small. Let us develop a basic model, a basic cost accounting model. As I discussed earlier in the hospitality example, you can do it in case of like beverages industry. Why don't you start it with Coke, a simple soft drinks and non-soft drinks? Then in the second year, let us do it by different brands, Coke, Fanta, Limca, all these brands. Let us try to derive profitability based on that. Then again, based on SKU. Then again, based on channels. Again, based on customers. So these are the short two solutions which I give them, that let us start, first of all, and let us not go into a big bang approach straight away.
Wow, beautiful. Okay. Tell us about a challenging implementation or transformation that you handled and how did you navigate through it?
I think, Amir, as your professional experience also, you would have noticed that there are basically two key challenges in a project. One is quality, and the other is speed of execution. Especially, so I'll give you an example. This is basically when I started doing US bookkeeping. There is a lot of cultural gap with people over there, and when they ask for something, they just ask for it. So our team was unfortunately not able to deliver certain requirements that the client wanted, and we were running late for almost a week or 10 days because the team had basically taken a knowledge transfer from the existing team over there. They were learning a lot of things, the systems were new for them, so there were a lot of challenges in that project. But I told the uh, told my client that, see, give me a week's time and I'll be able to get things sorted. And if you feel that I am not able to deliver as per my commitment, I'm open to refunding the amount that you have paid us. So I was straightforward, and I had a strong belief on my team and myself. And I think we were able to sail this through. So it was a good experience.
Wow, good. Thank you for leading me to my next question. What does it take to manage a 50 plus members team while also staying hands on with clients and strategy?
So I think this has been my strategy, of course. Everybody can have their own set of strategies. For me, the most important thing is to be in their shoes, to be in the shoes of my employees, to try to understand what they are thinking and try to understand their perspective. But then again, I feel that I also have an obligation to the client and I need to be in their shoes also. So I'll be in the shoes of my employees till the time I feel that my commitments to the client are getting fulfilled. The moment I realize that my commitments to the client are not getting fulfilled, then I'll have to give them a perspective of the client and try to navigate this, that this is how we have to do things. And I have to take a firm decision in that scenario.
Wow. So, how do you mentor your young cost accountants as the needs have changed over the years because you're working in a global market as well as India market. So how do you mentor them?
I think, Ahmed, this is a very good question. So my approach is a hands-off approach. I generally don't get into the nitty-gritties and nuances of the work. I generally give them deadlines, and I tell them orally that this is the methodology that they have to follow. So I feel this to be a very efficient methodology in terms of not getting into each and everything, because otherwise I might not be able to prioritize certain other things which are more important, like, of course, getting clients and developing networks. But so in terms of mentoring, I would say that, okay, this is what we have to achieve. These are the number of days where we have to giving them a deadline, and these are capable people, your peers, who you can consult with. If you are not able, if they are not able to satisfy your expectations, so then you can of course come to me. So this is how I manage this.
Oh, beautiful. So, how do you think uh, ICWAI Institute in India is adapting to the global trends changes for cost uh, and profitability management?
I think the institute is doing a good job for students. They are modifying the course, and they are also trying to make the course structure more dynamic. Recently, they have increased the articleship duration from 6 months to 15 months, which is a very big positive. But if I see in terms of members, I feel that we have to together we have to go a lot more. We have to work a lot on that. Uh, I feel that there is more need for upskilling of the members from thorough professionals, irrespective of which field they are, whether there are good lawyers, legal professionals, where there are good engineers, architects, or there are good chartered accountants, company secretaries. They can also help us in developing a good infrastructure for the cost accountants in practice, and or in consulting, to satisfy to basically be able to provide good quality services to corporates. I'll give you an instance. Basically, why did thought came to my mind. So if you talk about US, there are different practitioners.
Mm.
They do specialization in auditing. There might be some people doing specialization in taxation. There might be others who specialize in personal finances. But the firm structure or the practice structure that these firms build is a multidisciplinary structure, where the one firm is providing a banquet or a bouquet of all the services. So I feel that in times to come, the institute should have more MOUs and collaborations with different professionals and different institutes, and this will definitely help us, the members, to develop a more holistic practice within the country and globally as well.
Wow, beautiful. So, thank you for now my next question. What kind of mindset do young finance professionals need today if they want to go beyond traditional roles, especially for the cost accounting? As you said, engineers can come in. There are other specialists also they can come in. So, what kind of mindset is needed for doing cost accounting work?
So, Amir, I think this is a very good question, and this is something which you would also have personally in your interactions would have thought upon this. Definitely, I think, because you are also leading a team of professionals. I feel that young professionals these days are very fickle-minded, to be honest, and something they want that everything should be spoon-fed. Sorry, I'm very candid about this, and I'm speaking my heart out. I
Yeah.
feel that if I talk about professionals 10 years or even 20 years before me, because I have seen that they have struggled a lot, and things were not easy for them. because in this age of internet and AI, they can get solutions in a minute. Uh, Even for exams, they get tuitions and they get all these study materials. They are able to clear those exams quite easily. But this is leading to a very difficult situation where I feel that the expectations of the young generation is very high and they don't deliver commensurately to the kind of work ethics I believe they should have. Because I feel that a professional's career is like a marathon. It might be that you get a good job in the short run, but if I take a longer span, there would definitely be a time period when the organization might not be ready to pay you such a high amount. And this I've seen in professionals, which especially are above 25 lakhs salary annually. For them, if they are not skilled enough, getting good jobs is very difficult. Because earlier in their career, they made a mistake of trying to keep the monetary aspect higher than the knowledge aspect, which definitely backfires in the longer duration of things. So I personally feel that I think getting skills, acquiring skills and knowledge is something which is non-negotiable uh, uh, in terms of the other in terms of the monetary aspect.
Wow. So, Sankalp, where do you see the future of cost and performance management heading in the next 5 to 10 years uh, through two regions, India versus global?
So yes, of course, Amir, I think very good question. So let me first answer it from an India perspective. I think there is a lot of scope over here in India because first of all, as I discussed with you earlier, that when I see this globally, we have uh, uh, we have already achieved a very advanced maturity of cost accounting systems, which is not currently over here in India. And as you see, the startup culture is coming. Foreign investors want to invest in India. They want good systems in place. They don't want ad hoc systems and ad hoc accounts. So I feel that there would definitely be consolidation of cost accounting firms. So good cost accounting firms will definitely have an edge over the small accounting cost accounting firms. One is that. Second, I feel that the market will definitely grow. If I talk about the recent interactions that I have with CFOs or financial controllers, they or any other financial professionals, they tell me just one thing, that they don't want compliances. They want some value addition out of those, and they want to see if the services that we are providing or XYZ professional is providing, are they getting any value addition from those services. So this is the Indian aspect. The global aspect, I feel now, will there will be a lot of game changer after the AI has come in place. So the recent one of the recent clients that we were handling, first of all, they wanted that how we could have a standard cost accounting system globally, not just in the US. They wanted that they should have same cost accounting or product costing system in the Mexico, in India, in Saudi Arabia, which are the different uh, offices that they are operating throughout the world. And then, of course, they thought that what is the second phase they want to achieve is, of course, if they can leverage AI in the cost accounting systems, that a certain level of analysis their AI tool can give them in terms of the cost accounting, what kind of results they are getting from the cost accounting. So I would definitely say that globally they are uh, fortunately, unfortunately, they are much more advanced and they do definitely want to take this a notch higher from the current level they are at. But in India, we have to do a lot of catch up. but I am positive about that. As we are progressing, as our GDP is now at fourth number, and we will definitely be at third number in years to come. I feel that there is a lot of scope to improvement in terms of the systems, especially cost accounting systems.
Wow. So, Sankalp, who has influenced you from the world of cost accountants?
In terms of professionals,
Yeah.
so I think one, of course, is my father. He is a practicing cost accountant, and I am the second generation. So
Wow.
he has influenced me a lot in terms of pursuing this career. Then there have been some very good consultants. Uh, One, of course, my partner, co-founder. Sorry, not my co-founder, my strategic partner, my ABCM founder, Mr. Andre Sanseverino. He is a gem of a person, and he told me his life, how he struggled. He himself comes from a very middle class background, and he struggled a lot. And he over a period of time he had some setbacks also when he was selling this software, and how he was able to overcome those setbacks. And now his product is very famous globally. So these two individuals have definitely created a very positive impact in my life.
Wow. So, my last question: how is technology, especially tools like SAP and MyABCM, and as you briefly discuss about AI, transferring the way professionals, especially the cost accountants, function today?
So I think the key objective of leveraging technology, whether it is AI, whether it is MyABCM or SAP, or using AI in both these tools, is it basically uh, tries to achieve two objectives. One is increasing the productivity, and other is increasing transparency. And this is what we've noticed in all our projects wherever we have implemented these systems, is that there is much more transparency in terms of, like I'll give you earlier, before SAP implementation, the inventory valuation of a company was almost one tenth after SAP implementation. So they were able to see certain insights which they were not able to see earlier. Similarly, it increases productivity because, giving you an example of one of the clients which is using MyABCM, currently, earlier they were able to do something so they were able to do the inventory valuation in 2.5 to 3 months, which was done manually in Microsoft Excel, and it was very time consuming for them. And also they were very much dependent on the human resources or the consultants. When they leverage MyABCM, they are able to do it in a much shorter duration, like 1 or 2 weeks. So this is something which I feel the technology is a game changer. And the Western part, I think, globally has been a pioneer in this. But I think uh, both China and India are now catching up to it, and it would be a matter of time when we might be at their level.
Wow. So let's go to the next round and understand Sankalp as a person. Tell us about your family and your formative years. Briefly, you've talked about your father, but we need his name and rest details.
Okay, so my father's name is Chandra Wadhwa, and he was the former president of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, and he was also a Central Council member as a government nominee with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And he has been a very thorough professional. He's had a very stringent benchmarks for me, which has helped me to achieve the professional accolades in my career. of course. So had a very positive impact. But I would say that there is something which all of us should understand that. So when I joined my father, we used to have a lot of fights in terms of how things should happen, and took us around 3 to 5 years to understand each other's capabilities and each other's perspective. So now we are able to complement in terms of I know what things he is good in and he knows what things I am good in. I think this is a sort of approach which other professionals who are in second generation can definitely adopt. And I feel that this is something which would definitely happen with everyone, because there are two individuals and there would be different perspectives. But try to appreciate the good things about the other person. So, in terms of my formative years, uh, I think we belong to a very middle class family. My father was in Indian Oil, and at that time, it was considered to be a very good job. Somehow, he wanted to be an entrepreneur almost in 1990s, and he left the job. He tried something in trading business. He couldn't do much of it. Then he tried something in stock markets. Again, he couldn't do much of it. Then in close to 2001, he started this cost accounting practice. And till from that day till now, we haven't looked back. But I think the main things where we feel that things have really changed would be somewhere close to 2012, where there was a monumental jump in the kind of services we were giving. And I think now I also feel that with my additional inputs and partnerships that we are creating, I think again we'll have the second wave of jump, which we would definitely have in years to come.
Beautiful. So let's go memory down the lane. How's experience at IIM Ahmedabad and how did it help in shaping your career?
So I did a course in management and finance from IIM Ahmedabad. This is an executive education program. I believe it to be a very good course because some of your viewers might not be familiar. The basic the basic methodology of of a good B school is a case study methodology, where they would give you cases and then we will have some discussions around it. So you don't need to do any theoretical learn any theory or try to mug up something. You just have to read that case and share your views in front of the class. Now, for me, this was something unique because I used to hear the perspective of different people in my class who were from different backgrounds. Some of them were from the engineering industry, some of them were from chemical industry, some of them were from finance industry, and they everybody themselves had their own experiences. I was from consulting, and we used to contribute or give perspective about it. And then interestingly, the IM professor would give his own perspective about the whole thing. So what I learned from this whole journey was that when I used to deal with a problem in our office, I used to hear out perspective of my team members, and sometimes the answers would come from them also. In case I would feel that there is a better method of doing it, I would definitely recommend them to do this.
Wow, beautiful. So, Sankalp, you handle high pressure roles. What's your go to way to unwind and recharge?
Mhm. So I think I would say that the best method is something I was watching this short clip. This was basically Jeff Bezos' clip, where somebody asked him a similar question, that how do you manage pressure? And he gave a very practical advice. He said that what is causing you a pressure? Go and do that thing. So if you haven't dropped in a mail to a client, just go and drop that mail and try to burden yourself off from this pressure. And felt that this was one of the most practical advices that any individual can give you, that rather than just brewing or thinking about the pressure, why not just do something about it and try to solve it head on. uh, this has helped me till now, I would say.
That's beautiful. So, what role do friendships play in your life, especially amidst a demanding work schedule?
uh, I think friendships have definitely played a very important role in my life, and uh, but unfortunately I have been into profession from a very young age. So when I passed my 12th class, I started doing my internship in PwC, and I have been in this journey or the corporate world since 2008. I've been in the corporate. So I have some very good friends, and I have learned a lot from them. Definitely. Uh, uh, if many of you might know this guy Sarthak Ahuja, he's an influencer on LinkedIn, and he is from ISB Chartered Accountant. So we were very good friends, uh, and we shared a very good bond. I learned a lot of things from him. So apart from that, I have had a very good friendships with my clients, my networks, and I feel that these are important because they have helped me in nurturing a relationship. Because when you talk about B2B uh, marketing, it is all about networking or relationship. If you have a positive relationship where you are not cheating the other person, then I think you will always be able to have some synergy over a period of time. So I would say a lot of my clients, a lot of peers who I have worked with, there was a PwC partner, Sahil Arora, my earliest mentor, who was very strict, and many of my colleagues didn't like him at all. But I personally felt that he had a very good work ethic. He was very efficient in doing things. So you can learn a lot from them also.
Yeah, very true. Very true. So, what's one book or movie that has influenced you?
So there are two books, I would say. One is when I was in uh, when I was almost in college. After 12th, I read this book. This is basically on Swami Vivekananda.
Mhm.
It created a very deep impact on me, that how he uh, dared to go outside India and try to spread his message over there in the US. And this is somewhat deepened into me that I should also try something like that. And it took me a lot of years, of course. He was able to do it at a very young age. But I think that created a lot of impact. And how, at a time when all the things were against him, then also he was able to achieve uh, what he envisioned. Then, of course, with one of the contemporaries, Warren Buffett, I read his book, Berkshire Hathaway Letters to Shareholders, and that has somewhat has been a transformational impact on me, how to see things financially, how investors see businesses. And I recommend everyone to read that book, because
Wow.
the kind of clarity he has is amazing. How he sees businesses, uh, it's actually amazing. So just giving you one of his thought processes. First of all,
Wow.
he believed that I don't want to purchase businesses which are loss making or in excessive of debt. He felt that I want a business which is profit making consistently. I don't want a growth firm. I want a
Mm.
consistent profit making business, and I am ready to pay a higher amount for that rather than a loss-making business, which is against the traditional startup ecosystem or the startup ecosystem which is there. The other thing which deeply impressed me is that when he buys stocks, he says that the best time period for buying a stock is eternally. I don't want to sell a stock. Like
Wow.
if I am if I take an asset or a real estate, or I am buying a home, I don't want to sell that home. Similarly, he says that if I am betting on a good company, I should have the conviction to hold it on for a very long period of time. And this impacted a lot when I uh, bought shares from the stock market, especially when my father had a very different experience and he didn't want to me to pursue this. But I think this has shaped me a lot. Uh,
Wow.
uh, his thought process.
Wow. So, are there any hobbies or creative interest that bring you joy and balance?
Yes. So first of all, I think I do yoga, and I have been doing it for a very long time, and this has shaped my life a lot because I feel yoga gives you an internal mechanism which is more like a preventive mechanism which helps you. So one aspect is corrective mechanism. Medicines or uh, taking of medication is a corrective mechanism where I get fever or I am down with fever, I am under the weather, and I take medicines and then get cured. The other thing is getting some sort of a preventive mechanism that I don't get uh, a fever, or I am fit physically. So yoga has in that process helped me a lot. So this of course, and the other thing is I have a creative side because my mother was in fine arts, and when we designed the office, it came out to be quite good because I knew what kind of interiors I wanted in terms of space, the carpet color, or the glassware which we were installing. So yeah, these not a hobby, but yeah, a trait that I have developed unconsciously.
Wow, beautiful. So, my last two questions, reflective ones. What are your plans for 2025 personally and professionally?
So personally, I I think I didn't tell you I like traveling a lot, and this is something which has happened mainly after my marriage with my wife, who I respect a lot. She is working with the government of India. She's an Indian Economic Service Officer. She handles the G20 work. So she travels internationally a lot, and many times I tie up with her so that I can also visit places like Morocco, Belgium, and South Africa. Apart from that, so this year also we have some travel goals in 2025, and professionally, I basically want to to recruit more people, to have a bigger team, to
Wow.
provide more and more services to our clients, to get in more clients. I don't have a number because I feel that it creates a lot of pressure on you to have a number internally. But let us
Mm.
try to strategize the process itself. So if I'm doing the process perfectly, I think that number itself will get fulfilled.
Wow. So, my last one is a googly one. Describe Sankalp in one line.
So I think the I don't have a line to it, uh, but I have a few. I do have some words.
Go
It
ahead.
could be that I've worked hard a lot. I have struggled a lot, and also I have a balanced lifestyle. Uh, I think this is more to do with because I'm a second generation entrepreneur. Uh, Sometimes I feel that it is not very important to take a lot of risk. But if I am able to develop a good profitable firm with healthy margins, that is an achievement in itself. So I think these are some of the words which would define me, but not a sentence.
It's fine. So let's go to the next round, the rapid fire, and put Sankalp in the hot seat. Your go-to comfort food.
Food. I like pizzas a lot, and if not Italian, in North Indian rajma chawal, they are good.
Wow. Excel sheets or brainstorming whiteboards.
Whiteboards.
Wow. Logic or gut instinct.
This is a very good question, I must say. Yeah, but
Okay,
so I
चलो
think
आंसर करो.
yeah. So I think of course logic definitely because not I think a gut will take a round of experience to get the logic part embedded in the gut. So logic, of course, but if you are experienced with that situation, then gut.
Wow. People first, sorry, profit first or people first?
I think people first. People
Wow.
first.
Good one. A quote or mantra you live by.
So I think there are a lot of these. Uh, I would say not one, but I think first of all, one is be sincere in your approach, work hard. Uh, then there is one of the quotes which has had a lot of impact on my life. This was given by Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev. He said that basically, he said that if you want to do something, you have to do it smartly. So, what he wanted to say is that people are successful not necessarily because they work hard, they take the right decisions. So I feel that if you're taking the right decisions, you will be rewarded for it, and every moment. But this is the difference which I think every human being who is placed at a higher pedestal is, because he has always taken the right decisions, and this is what I go by. So I don't think that life is unfair or unjust. I feel that people have taken the right decisions, and that's why they are there.
Your favorite color?
Blue.
Dream travel place?
I want to go to Honolulu, which are the Hawaiian Islands in US, and
Mhm.
Japan.
Wow. Tea or coffee for
Coffee,
brainstorming?
coffee,
Let's
of
raise.
course. This-
So you did well, and here's your book, which will be autographed and
oh,
sent to you. So,
thank you
friends,
so much.
it was a lovely conversation, understanding uh, cost accountant's mindset, his journey. So, all those young professionals, which I won't say finance, because engineers and other professionals can also become a cost accountant. Uh, and India needs a lot of cost accountants, as Sankal has said in the conversation. Uh, so they want there are a lot of opportunities not only in India in the global market, and Sankal's details will be there in the YouTube captions. Connect with him, and he will guide you how you can become a cost accountant, the journey, because his father has been a cost accountant himself, and he's been part of the institute. He played various roles, and Sankalp as a mentor is the ABCM founder. So you'll get a lot of insights when you connect with him. Watch the episode. India needs, as I'm again reiterating, cost accountants. Yeah, CAs are there. The institute is well established, but cost accountants are also needed. And yes, it is. So companies out there, the CFOs connect with Sankalp. He's a person. where he will bring in through the process steps. So believe in Sankalp and his team, and definitely you will see the changes. So like this, there are 450 coffee speakers who bring to the table the inspiring journey. Uh, so subscribe, and if you want to be featured like Sankalp, visit our website, the link, the Emerging India Forum, our company page, the Emerging India Forum, or connect with our speakers. They will put in a word and invite you to have coffee conversations. So take care. So we continue our conversation with another coffee speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you so much.